You're my special friend. Can everyone say hi to my friend?
Back from the dead.
Welcome to the movies, pal, to another double feature review live, large, and in charge. Your friendly neighborhood master chaos here. Come on in. You know, I always have a seat saved for you here in the theater. I'm doing this as a double feature, and I'm doing it live for a number of reasons. Reason number one, I'm exhausted. I'm burnt out. So let me kick off this video by announcing my semi-retirement from YouTube. I say semi only because it's not going to be forever, but I need a break, and there's a lot happening work-wise that I need to focus on. Namely, and that's something I've never lied to you about, and I will continue to be honest with you as much as possible, unless contractually I can't for some reason. I've mentioned I'm working on a film at the moment. I'm writing it currently, and it's looking increasingly like I will be directing it as well. I received information from the producers that I'm going to have 6 fucking days to make this movie. 6 fucking days! I honestly can't even fathom how that's possible. And the script is over 100 pages, so that's close to 20 pages a day. Wow, I don't know that's impossible. That's the fastest I've ever done it. Probably the fastest anyone's ever done it. But it is what it is. I'm working on the second rewrite right now. It's a very action heavy script. The patrons know, because the patrons have read the first draft. That is right. That script is essentially gonna stay the same, but it's shifting quite a bit. Yeah, and I had to figure out how to make it shootable in 6 days for a budget of under $100,000. Needless to say, I'm a little stressed. So, but I didn't want to leave you guys in the lurch. And I wanted to provide my thoughts for both of these movies. So this was originally just going to be Beware, but I decided to add Sister. We're going to do a double feature review on these Master Chaos Theater. It's a little. I'm adding a little backstory to this, so you know where I'm coming from in terms of in terms of why this became a double feature and sort of where my head is at. I'm a little scattered. I apologize, but there's a lot happening. You can imagine we're not even in pre-production yet, and we're shooting in April. I'm a little. Barrett, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Razor, welcome back, my friend. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. Let's see. His storyboarding. Ha ha ha. It's no time for storyboards, man. I'll make a shot list and then work from there. That's essentially what we have to do. Fuzz Aldrin, welcome to you, sir. Kubrick, cut down the script. Cannot. You know why? Because they the producers for some reason have weird quirks, and so they want the script to be over 100 pages, even with cuts. Even if I cut dialogue, even if I cut down on the action, it's basically a John Wick horror movie. Essentially, what the original concept was. So I can't cut it down. That won't help me at all. I have to. I mean, we're gonna figure it out on set. It always happens. Mr. Suitime Gold Crown. Well, the Gold Crown I don't wear during live shows because it's not a prescription, and I need to read the comments. So only pre-recorded will that happen. Crowdfund that thing. They have their own money. I can't crowdfund it. It's not my own movie, so no. 6 days is insane. Crusha, hello to you. Good to see you. Kubrick, what's up, man? Well, actually, we just talked. He's the cut down the script guy. Have two people shoot some of the scenes at the same time. Yeah, that costs money. That the idea is to hopefully have two cameras, but two cameras cost money, and I only have 75. Well, I'll say it. I have 75 grand to make this movie. That's food, that's cast, that's crew, locations, insurance, everything, man. Yeah, I'm stressed. You know what? You guys are here. You guys are here for reviews. Let's get to it. I have my notes here. Again, these reviews, I lost them because I shot them previously and I deleted them by accident, so that sucks. But we'll talk about it now. Let's talk Beware Children at Play. This is the slipcover. It's a nice little slipcover. I don't get this foot. I mean, I'm guessing it's a kid's foot, but I don't know. It looks a little weird. I don't know. It's a little odd. It's an odd detail. I don't get it. It sticks out to me. But anyway, Beware Children at Play. Nice little slip. This was an originally, I should say, a trauma release. And it is now a Vinegar Syndrome release, directed by Mick Cribben. Tons of special features on here, which I'll get to in a minute. But let's talk about the movie. I'm going to address my notes because I have notes. I started to write notes only when I can. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna read you my notes. I know this is not. Oh, you know what? I have the trailer. Let's pull the trailer up. Let's do that. You know, when you're live, you have to fly by the seat of your ass. Here, okay. Here, you can look at that, and I'll read my notes. How's that sound? Hey, look at this guy. Wet Movie. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Let's see. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for food, and no one's gonna work for nothing and eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You need to have real food. You need to have real food. Okay. Okay, here we go. After a harrowing prologue where a little boy and his father's camping trip is rudely interrupted, we fast forward 10 years to where our main story takes place. First of all, I should say this is a very goofy script. Very goofy in terms of what it expects from an audience and what it thinks the audience is going to bring to it, because it's just dumb, but we'll get to it in a minute. Couple this movie with some really shaky acting and that terrible script, and you have a recipe for disaster. Awkward reactions aside, the technical stuff isn't any better, with frequent shots out of focus, which is, first of all, that trailer sucks because it's a total spoiler alert through the whole damn trailer. Just so you know. Yeah, technically it's a mess. Out of focus shots. Maybe they didn't have camera assist or video village or anything so they could see the stuff that they fucked up with, but it's messed up. It's not technically perfect, I should say. The musical score is pretty awful too. It's really bad. It sounds like a bunch of random notes being jabbed together, more than an actual theme, which from Trauma, of course. Jesus Christ. Okay, one more time on that. Let's oh my lord, this movie. Yeah, bad music. Bad music. So the plot is a local sheriff decides to bring in his novelist friend for some fucking reason to help him solve a series of disappearances. All the children in town are mysteriously disappearing. The parents are freaking out. Where's our kids? Blah, blah, blah. It turns out that they're just being taken into the woods by the little boy in the beginning who has turned feral and has somehow developed some kind of charismatic religion of cannibalism in the woods, and now he's kind of indoctrinating the children of this town into said, I don't know, cannibal religion. It doesn't really, again, it's a goofy ass script, doesn't make any sense. Oh God, this is such a weird movie. Anyway, so that's what's going on. But the problem here is that there's no action. Literally, the novelist guy comes, the sheriff guy's like, help me out, and all they do is sit the fuck around. They go to the library, they interview people, they kind of just walk around and stumble around, but there's no real momentum, there's no real searching, and that really negates any narrative drive that this movie could have had. As a matter of fact, all the good stuff you're seeing is basically from the end of the movie. The kids appear here and there, kidnapping children, killing adults, like that scene. I mean, the kills are pretty gory. I will say that. It's a very gory, graphic movie, namely because of the ending. That's what the movie's most well known for, is the finale. Slight spoilers, but I think just from watching the trailer, you kind of get it. What happens is the parents get fed up and they say, okay, we're going to find our kids. And they go into the woods and they decide that they easily find the kids. The kids are in the fucking woods. Everybody lives in the woods. All they had to do was literally walk, I don't know, 10 feet and the fucking whatever cannibal children are there. And then the parents decide to, instead of rehabilitating them, because the main guy, the novelist, is like, hey, don't worry. I found them. They're okay. I was able to calm them down. They're fine. Take them home. The parents say, nah, fuck that shit. We're going to kill them. So the parents kill their children. What the fuck is that? That doesn't make any sense, bro. Why? Again, goofy script, pointless script, and almost like the kind of thing that that you just confuses you because you don't understand why at any time that needs to be the decision made. If only because the filmmakers wanted to see children getting killed. I mean, that's kind of awful, but it is what it is. Let's talk about the special features real quick before I give you my final verdict on this thing. Okay. Special features, by the way, edited by a fellow YouTuber, my pal and yours, Michael Keane. Special features include, let me see here, you get brand new commentary with Mike Cribben, or Mick Cribben, I guess, because it's M-I-K. Mick Cribben. Then you get the extended making of documentary, which is about 50 fucking minutes. It's a lot. Everything you want to know about this movie is here. So there you go. I mean, a brand new interview with Mick Cribben, and then an archival interview with Mick Cribben. And then reversible cover art, which, as you can imagine, this is the reversible art. This is the original artwork. And then this is obviously, that's the other side of the slip. Okay, verdict. Fuck it. I'm going to go with 3 stars. You know what? It's fine. It's okay. It's not great. It has a stupid script, but when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome stuff, I think it's going to hit the sweet spot for a lot of people. I think people are going to dig it. You know, it's I think people are going to enjoy it. Me personally, I didn't love it because of the children being murdered. You know, I'm sensitive to that stuff as a parent, so that kind of sticks out to me. That kind of bothers me a little bit. But as it is, fine. For a Vinegar Syndrome fan, I think those people will dig it. It is a little slow, but when it ramps up, it's nice and graphic, and that's always a nice thing. But where children at play, let's call it 3 stars, and boom, say goodbye to that. Let's call it 3 stars. If you're a parent and you're sensitive to children being murdered, stay away. You're not gonna love it. But I think the typical Vinegar Syndrome person is probably gonna have a good time with it. I prefer the children better. Another Vinegar Syndrome release, the children, that's way better, 100% better. Now a movie that I thought I was gonna hate, but I was surprised how much I actually loved it. Hold on, let me get it up here. Do the sound here. Oh, we're getting spam. How interesting. Well, that's a new one on me. All right. Before we get to that, let me remove this. All right. Sister. Not the TV show. Unfortunately, this is not the TV show as much as you would want. Want it to be the TV show. It's not the TV show. However, despite my initial trepidation for this movie, it's funny. David Becker says it did have some Ed Wood level dialogue. Yes, the dialogue in this is really terrible script, just terrible script. But whatever. I think it's dumb fun for people who aren't too picky. Will probably have a great time with it. Sister. Despite my initial trepidation, I loved it. I'm sorry. I don't know. I really like this movie. I was shocked. As a matter of fact, this is the only one out of my subscription that I'm keeping. Well, this is Madman, but that's not part of the subscription. Sister. First of all, interesting little slip here. I do like that. The back, very interesting, very evocative of Resurrection. Is that what it was called? What was the one? What was that one with Christopher Lambert? I think it is called Resurrection. Anyway, that one. Evocative of the back of that poster. Anyway, Sister, directed by Bill Condon. Of course, he did Chicago, Dreamgirls, Gods and Monsters. I think this is his first movie. I'm not sure if it's specified here, but it's his movie. Eric Stoltz, Jennifer Jason Leigh, naked, by the way. Oh yeah, naked. Young Jennifer Jason Leigh, naked, and quite a bit actually, which is great. Barrett, thank you. Yes, Resurrection. Sister is the kind of movie that sneaks up on you. It's the kind of movie that doesn't feel like it would fit in the Vinegar Syndrome mold, but it reminded me of another Vinegar Syndrome title that I absolutely loved, and I think you should watch it. And it's one that's forgotten about, but I think it's one you should get your hands on. It's a movie called Dominique. I was going to say Diabolique, but it's not that. Dominique is fantastic shit. This came out of Vinegar Syndrome, I don't even know, a couple years back, but it's very, very good. Sister reminds me of that movie. It has that same kind of feel. It's very much a Southern Gothic murder mystery giallo kind of a thing. Yeah, something along those lines. And I would say it's definitely worth a watch. Is it for everybody? I can't tell you that. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's a slam dunk recommend, but it is worth a watch. I do believe it's on Tubi. I might be mistaken on that, but I believe it is on Tubi. It is worth a watch. I think it's really, really good. What worked for me, number one, I love the setting. I love the swampy New Orleans, Louisiana, swampy backwater kind of thing. You know, I love rain in movies. There's a lot of rain in this. A big fan of nudity. There's nudity in this. It's not a big horror movie. It's not a big thriller. There's not a lot of super kills everywhere. It definitely ramps up into that. I'd say the first hour is very slow, methodical, very, very plotty in terms of how it delivers its lines and its dialogue or whatever. And another thing I loved about the movie is none of this is fodder. No scenes in here are wasted. Everything that happens, every scene, every line of dialogue fits the plot and I should say is in service of the plot, in service of the story and of the characters. So you never feel like you're wasting your time, especially when you get to the end. You're like, oh, wow, that's cool. So all that stuff really kind of connected, and it was worth the ride just for all that. So good script. You know, that's one of my big things. Really good script, good acting, great setting. And, I mean, it's not that long, 90-some minutes, I want to say. It's hard to read in the dark here. 90 minutes. A brisk 90 minutes. You got some nudity. You got some kills in here. It's a whodunit, which I wasn't expecting it to be a whodunit, but it's kind of a giallo whodunit set in the backwater. That's amazing. That's amazing. Who would want to watch that? Does it have two lesbian sisters that must explore each other? It does not. They're not. They're sisters, but they do not explore each other. They do explore other people, though. Yeah, not lesbians, but yeah, there's nudity. There's some sexy stuff. But it's, I don't know, there's just something really well made about it. It's hard to describe. It's one of those things you just have to watch for yourself and kind of experience to really get what I mean. Very different, not the typical Vinegar Syndrome title, but one that I think is worth your time. Absolutely. 5 stars. 5 stars. Sister. I loved it. And it's one that I would rewatch again, and one that I would actually rewatch with Mistress Chaos. If she's interested, I think it's a really damn solid movie. Again, I can't tell you to go buy it. I say go watch it. You know, TBYB, always TBYB, because money is important and you need to save your shelf space for the stuff you really love. So TBYB. Special features include commentary track. Again, I know why they do that. They changed up. So now this one has the paragraph blockiness. I don't know why they changed that up between releases, but whatever. Commentary track with Bill Condon, which is cool. Commentary track with Alexandra Heller-Nicholas. Being an Outsider, an interview with actor Benjamin Mouton, who plays the handyman guy. He's really good. Staying Honest, an interview with actress Natajla Gulucilich. I'm not sure she is. She's a very small part in the movie. They couldn't get any of the big guys. They couldn't get Eric Stoltz. They couldn't get Jennifer Jason Leigh, or the sister Judith Ivey. They couldn't get her. COVID. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the people they got are sort of the really small supporting cast. Then you get an interview with the composer, Richard Einhorn, and then an interview with the cinematographer, Stephen Katz, deleted scenes with director commentary, and then a 12-page booklet, which I'll open up for you and show you right now, which is right here. I like that they're doing booklets now. This is like the new thing. Look at that. I think that's the original poster art, too, that you find in stores. Look at this. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at how scenic that is. I don't think there's any boobage in here. I doubt that. I thought they would show that, but you get a booklet, you get the movie, you get some special features, and it's well worth your time. There you go. Short and sweet, can't be beat. We'll say 5 stars, sister, 3 stars. Beware Children at Play. Really, it's a 2-star movie for me because of the children's being killed. I didn't like that stuff. That really kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But I'm feeling generous today because I'm trying to clear my head. So 3 stars. Beware Children at Play. Let me know in the comments down below what you've seen, what you like, if you enjoy those movies, if you're more curious than ever. Let me see. Maybe defer some of the money to the cast and crew while you are making your money and pay them later. Kubrick, it's not my money. It's not my money. Not my movie. I'm doing this to a production company, so they handle all the payments and stuff. So I can't control any of that. But I don't mind suggestions. But the reality is very different than how a normal movie or an independent movie works. Oof, yeah, Eternal Melancholy with the prices. I truly believe in TVYB. You have to. It is life. It is life. Heck with just 4K prices. TV, absolutely. And you know what? Even as a filmmaker, TVYB however you can. And interpret that however you will. Couldn't you ask one of the members of your casting crew to direct some of the scenes of your movie and give them a bonus? What does that mean? I don't even know how that works. No. As a director, why would I give someone else the chance to do that? Unless it's a second unit, and we can't afford second units. Haven't seen either, both sitting on my shelf. My friend said I would enjoy the end of Beware. Not sure what that means, though. Well, if you hate children, you'll enjoy it. I hated the ending of Beware, Children at Play, but maybe your friend is a sicko. Anyway, pals, I don't want to keep you too long. This is just a short and sweet little interview. But I love you guys very much. You guys are amazing, and I'm honored to have this time with you, as brief as it is. But there you go, a double feature review of the last of the Vinegar Syndrome packages. I'm on hiatus. I'm swamped. I'm bedraggled. I'm trying to figure this out. This is gonna be the craziest goddamn challenge ever. I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, but don't worry, I will document every moment of it as soon as it happens. But for now, love you very much. Theater's closed. Goodbye.